Hello everyone, welcome to this eclipse season message. So we've had a partial eclipse on the 25th of October, which was in Scorpio. It was a new moon, and we're about to have a total full moon eclipse in Taurus on the 8th of November. Now, I didn't make my new moon video. And it was really weird because I made the charts, I made the notes, and then poof, just like a puff of smoke, the date came and went, and I was suddenly in the full energy of the eclipse season, and I hadn't made the report. So as a little gift to you guys, because I forgot it seems that it just wasn't meant to be. I trust in the fact that if I haven't done something, it was for a reason. I was really busy around that time. I'd come back from a break and I'd been doing lots and lots of busy things at that point. So yeah, I'm here with an eclipse season video to let you know what's going on, okay, and what we're being called to take care of in this energy. Now, I have my notes as ever. So if you do hear a bit of rustling, my apologies now in advance. Do get yourself nice and settled, and take yourself on a small journey with me to understand what the eclipses are, what they're there for, what they actually mean. So we had a partial new moon solar eclipse on the 25th of October, as I said, when it was in Scorpio, and it heralded our value systems being challenged. We're being called to examine how we see the world, how we see the world at large, and how we see our world internally as well, okay? Now, what I want you to do is, because of this eclipse season has some correlations to a couple of eclipses in the past, so see if you can bring your energy and your attention back to October 1995 and 2014. This eclipse might bring some of the themes back that you were dealing with at that point. Where were you at that time? What was happening in your life? What themes were opening up in your life at that point? Because what you may find, or not, depending on you, because we're all individual, is that some of the themes from that energy, from those years, are going to be replaying themselves in some ways. Or maybe there were specific themes. Like for me, for example, my two themes were relationship and career. What were your themes? Because they're the things you're going to need to kind of look at, and there may be the things that bring you some kind of change. Okay, now it's really worth doing this. I did it myself, like I say, and I was totally blown away by the similarities and themes. Know that you'll be further along in the themes, and the opportunities offered are an immense growth in the areas that turn up, in the areas that are specific to that time zone, okay? So like I say, it's about going where you feel called and understanding the themes are necessary for you within these eclipses. I want you to remember that eclipse season brings an intensity that will last a long time. So although the eclipse season ends on the 8th of November, which is on the full moon, the energy of it will last. Changes are due for the next 3 to 6 months or so, okay? And the earth is awakening, as are we. This can create an instability. Okay, so that kind of came in with the Scorpio new moon. Then the Taurus full moon on the 8th of November is going to bring in even more intensity, okay? So let's put it this way. It's here for us to evolve, and we're being asked to be ready for this new evolution. It's kind of a shift for us, okay? Now, although the 8th of November full moon total lunar eclipse ends this season, as I've already said, I think of them all as like cosmic about shifts, as they tend to create change in direction. An eclipse season will create a change in direction, or an aha moment, or a way of looking at something in a different way than you did before, right? So unplanned direction is what we're looking at here, okay, that we didn't see. And the nature of the eclipse means that we can't control this frequency modulation either. We're unable to control it. It's going to do what it wants to do. So allow it, allow that shift, allow that change. This is also going to show us some of our shadow areas of ourselves as well, that haven't been revealed, or maybe we're resisting looking at. It'll also be harder to keep that fake smile on, and not saying anything. You just won't be able to do it. You won't be able to hold on to things that aren't working for you, and you're going to be almost pulled into seeing things where they're not working in your life. You'll be pulled into that. It won't be something you can just kind of brush under the carpet, because it will make itself quite clearly known to you. Okay. Now, we're looking at new beginnings in the area of control, money, intimacy, power, and sharing. These are highlighted for months after the eclipse. So you're going to think the Scorpio energy and the Taurus energy. So where are we going? What did we have? Where are we moving towards, right? And so this kind of, the landscape, the finances are really aspected here, along with our emotional landscape, right? There's two elements to this. For those that find it tricky to ask for help, now is the time to ask for help. Now, for those that get help regularly, it's your time to go it alone. Okay, that is just a way to get you to understand the slight difference in the slight change in what you're doing, and you're like sees future movement. There needs to be a slight about shift in the way you do things. Now, eclipses are tied to themes in the world, and with the nodes in Taurus and Scorpio, we're being called to evolve into the positive traits of the Taurus energy. Stepping into beauty, luxury, practical, being steadfast, and self-reliance are the traits we're being called to create within ourselves, okay? Because when we create good traits within ourselves, they ricochet out to the rest of the world, and then we have a world with those traits, right? This is no longer the time to be relying on anybody else. For your understanding is going to be about you. It needs to be you getting yourself, not relying on what others think about you or feel about you. This is you understanding your own inner dynamics in a really good way, okay? So the energy and frequency is asking us to let go and release our codependence. Drama, lust, greed. If we think of a global manifestation of this, we'd be looking at alliances and working together in a way that removes the need for one another, recreating codependent relationships. So globally, no codependence. Internally, individually, no codependence. The world has recently shown us where life can go if we rely too much on the outside forces to keep us safe and to provide for us, okay? We're being asked to drop into a self-reliance element, resilience, and deeper strength that comes from the deep core within you, as opposed to outside of you. It has to come from within you, otherwise it won't work, okay? Now, as I've already said, you can't be prepared for this. The unexpected is highlighted here. Eclipse season, bring them with a big whoosh, they come out of nowhere. I see eclipse season as often a twist in the tail. You think you're going left, and suddenly the sat-nav is taking you into a space that you feel unprepared for. There is nothing you can do as you're hurtling seemingly into the wrong direction. Be prepared for a chance of a secret reveal. With the nodes in Taurus, where we're going, and Scorpio, where we've been. As I mentioned in the moon reports, this is the time for shifts in your attitude, thoughts, your beliefs, okay? In our partial solar eclipse, there was the energy of things just falling away. What you thought you were doing has taken on a different energy, or in fact, it has changed itself completely. As with all of life, the underlying change could manifest itself in either the positive or the negative way, right? So be kind of aware of that. You may lose or gain a job. Hit good fortune or not. Get the picture. Get the picture. Because it may be one or the other. But all change here is being brought to you as good change, whether it feels drastic or not, okay? Yeah? We are in the energy of death and rebirth. The Scorpio sun brings this in, while the Taurus moon that is due is going to bring in safety and security again on a personal level. There is now some interesting eclipse facts. During eclipses, there is another strange scenario, and this is often that time appears to be all over the place. You might feel as if time speeds up or it slows down. This is an eclipse gift. as it brings forth the energy and frequency of being able to fit it all in. Even though there does not seem to be the time or the space to do it. Trust in this. Trust in this. The space will be created through a really strange set of circumstances. You'll just find that the traits just get shown to you. Eclipses are our reset button. They demand it of us, and they herald the energy of new beginnings and endings, all wrapped up with a bow. What an eclipse is. I like to think of eclipse season as the sat-nav recalculating your course when you've taken a wrong turn. Okay, so an eclipse season may take you out of one particular space and place you in a new one. Yet it does this to point you in the right direction, to make sure you're facing your true north. Okay? Trust this guidance rather than being resistant. My method here is, give yourself a few irritable, dummy, thrown out the pram days when you holler, but I wanted to go that way. And then shake yourself off, get on and move in the direction that's being highlighted to you. It's going to be better for you. How it works. Eclipse season is a pesky little monkey, as it's a revealer. So you may not get all the information at once. Therefore, be wary of jumping to conclusions, jumping right in or out. Allow the information to filter in, as it has a long time span and there is time to understand. Remember, eclipse seasons can last about 3 to 6 months or so after the season itself. Therefore, allow yourself to gain clarity before you go off and end up all about turned. We're being asked to learn to be open to change, to allow ourselves to hold the reins of our lives very loosely, okay? The story needs to unfold, and only from that unfolding can we gain this clarity that we need, this information that we need. I would say watch out for impulsivity, as there is a sense of wanting to think before we act. This is also the season where you can't hide from yourself, and all of your angst, irritation in life, upset, anxiety, annoyance, fear and panic may just flag up. If it's usual for you to brush over these feelings, stop for a moment and try a new way. Eclipses offer us the opportunity to grow, to surrender, to end up renewed and reborn. So allow the energy that is available to help you to deal with the wounding that you are holding within. What can you heal and remove from your energetic system now? If there are any self-destructive traits, it's time to work on these now. What can help? Connecting to Gaia can help you in this season. It can recalibrate you, refocus you, and help you to navigate the changes within your psyche. As this is a portal energy, you can assist yourself through this time with commitment to nature, to being outside and to grounding. I'm offering a free Earth Star meditation course soon, which can really help with this. So if you're interested, come and join the party. I recommend you signing up on my website. I'm going to put it on Eventbrite as well. However, it can be a little bit hit and miss with the Zoom links for that. So so hit my website, which is at www.selfloveselfcaresystem.com, and you can pick up that free information, and then you can come to the Earth Star meditation. You don't have to attend live, as there will be replays. Just think it's going to be time to reconnect and to redefine. On another note, be really wary of what you're consuming. So, social media, news, anything that pulls you into toxicity, remove it from your life. Even the stuff that has you comparing yourself to others. It would be great to limit your exposure to this stuff right now. This is your time. It is your time to tap in, to tune into your own inner self and ask what you want. Now, we're in the energy, as I said, of a new beginning. So let's have some great action steps that you can take during this time. Ask yourself what you were doing, like I said, in 1995 and 2014, and note the themes. What were you resistant to then? Be more open here, as you're being called to step up and change your thoughts on all of it, all of that. Okay, it's a theme that probably runs concurrently through your life. And this is the point where you can kind of change direction, face your true north, and actually make a change, okay? And here's an inquiry question for you. What can I release? So what can you release that is outmoded and outdated so that you can move into the new direction? So there you go, lovelies. That is the eclipse season report. It's about eclipses so you can understand what they are and know what they do when they come into being in any year. It doesn't matter when you watch this. It's got some particularities to this year. However, it will actually give you the information you need for all eclipse seasons, because all eclipse seasons bring with them specific changes that we can make in order to grow and evolve as human beings. Anyway, my lovelies, thank you so much for watching. Do take care of yourselves. Namaste, and hopefully I will speak to you soon. Lots of love. Bye.